Good, happy Friday evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news this evening, so let's begin. First up, Portsmouth police investigate hit and run. Victim suffers life-threatening injuries. Woman 19 found unconscious on Woodbury Avenue. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Burst out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Mike, we just spoke with police a few moments ago, and they tell us the victim was found right behind us in the middle of the road, unconscious around 1 a.m. this morning with serious injuries right near the Verizon Wireless store on Woodbury Avenue. Police say several drivers reported the woman laying in the road. She's 19 years old from Portsmouth. Investigators say it happened. It appears she was walking and a car hit her, and then that driver took off. She's now receiving care at Portsmouth Hospital, where she remains in serious condition. Right now, police are trying to identify that driver.
The witness count's definitely low. However, fortunately, the traffic count was low too, so we were able to get out there and do our job without much interruption. We were just really hoping that whether somebody witnessed it, or somebody knows about it, or somebody who was involved would have the heart at this point to come forward and just, let us know what happened.
Now, police say they are reviewing surveillance video found in this area to help with their investigation. Anyone with information about what happened here is asked to call police right away. We're live in Portsmouth this noon. Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. White House declares disaster stemming from Grafton County flooding. Flooding took place July 11th and 12th. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
At Beltates, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers need them. Beltates Building Products. 9 locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
Thank you, Kevin. And New Hampshire will get help from the federal government after destructive flash flooding last month. President Trump approving a disaster declaration request yesterday. Heavy rain and flash floods washed out roads in 10 communities. Most of that damage was in Grafton County, where more than 75 miles of roads were damaged, needing millions of dollars in repair work.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Former youth counselor accused of sexually assaulting child pleads not guilty. More than 50 charges stem from late 1990s, prosecutors say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Fifty-two-year-old Jeffrey Buskey left Hillsborough County Superior Court without comment, moments after waiving his arraignment. Buskey has been indicted on 56 charges of aggravated felonious sexual assault. Officials alleging the assaults took place at the Youth Detention Center, now known as the Youth Development Center in Manchester, back in 1997 and 98. Buskey was working as a youth counselor at the time when he allegedly assaulted the minor who was in his care. The Attorney General's office says the investigation is still open.
It's our continued hope that anyone with any information about any criminal activity that took place at the Youth Development Center in the 1990s come forward, contact the Attorney General's office as we continue that investigation.
Another counselor who worked at the center at the time, 50-year-old Stephen Murphy of Danvers, Massachusetts, has been indicted on 26 counts of aggravated felonious sexual assault. He was not at the courthouse, having previously waived arraignment. The Attorney General's office is also expanding the scope of the investigation to encompass the years between 1990 and 2000, but they aren't saying yet if that'll lead to additional charges.
We can't comment on the specifics of the investigation and what people, if any, have come forward and provided additional information.
While not commenting on camera, Buskey's lawyer did say that his client has pled not guilty, is innocent of all these charges, and will vigorously defend himself. Now, up next in both cases is a dispositional scheduling conference that'll likely take place next month. Reporting live in Manchester, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. RMV worker accused Zunskowski's records before fatal crash review fines. 7 motorcyclists killed in crash on June 21st in Randolph, New Hampshire. A Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicle employee accessed the records of a driver whose license should have been suspended weeks before a fatal crash, but failed to take that action, according to a primary finding of an external review. And if you want to read more about this, we will have a link for you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. Delaney to make 2 busy New Hampshire campaign swings over the next 10 days. Former congressman in state this weekend to return August 22nd, 24th, and the 25th. Former U.S. Rep. John Delaney begins his 21st campaign visit to New Hampshire today, and he'll be in the state through Sunday. He'll return on August 22nd for another 3-day swing. Today he will hold a meet and greet at Crackskull Books and Cafe at 86 Main Street, Newmarket at 6 p.m. On Saturday, August 17th, Delaney will march in the Londonderry Old Home Day Parade beginning at 10:15 a.m. and attend Dunbarton Old Home Day activities on the town green, 104 School Street at 12 p.m. Delaney will attend a barbecue meet and greet with the Ware Democrats, Moody Pond Marketplace, 2 to 26 Moody Road at 1 p.m., followed by a Concord meet and greet at West Street, Ward House 41, West Street at 3:30 p.m. Delaney will hold a town hall event at the Upper Valley Senior Center, 10 Campbell Street in Lebanon at 6 p.m. On Sunday, August 18th, Delaney will attend a brunch at the Sunapee Library, 11 Snoopy Circle at 9 a.m. He will attend the Hillsborough County Democrats picnic at Oak Park in Greenfield at 12 p.m., followed by a stop at the Stratford County Democrats picnic at Rollinsford American Legion Park at 2:40 p.m. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Friday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you. And your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 closed in the green and went up. Gold closed in the red and went down. Oil closed in the green and went up. U.S. 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the red and went down. And VX closed in the red and went down. Dow rallies 300 points to end another wild week on Wall Street. Stocks rallied on Friday as a rebound in bond yields eased fears of a recession that sent stocks tumbling earlier in the week. And we're following breaking news right now. Medical examiner concludes Jeffrey Epstein's death was suicide by hanging, sources say. New York City's Office of Chief Medical Examiner has concluded that Jeffrey Epstein's death in a Manhattan jail cell was suicide by hanging, a source familiar with the conclusion told ABC News. And we're following some more breaking news. U.S. Customs is experiencing a nationwide computer issue, airports say. The U.S. Customs Border and Protection computer system is down, according to tweets from John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York and Los Angeles International Airport. JFK Airport reported that CBP is experiencing a system shutdown nationwide. And we will keep you updated on that breaking news. And that is it for this Friday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and bye.